So I just beat Blue probably for the first time in a really long time. I think I beat him once when I was out in Berkeley, and I certainly haven't beat him since we started blabbing. So it was a phenomenal game, huge win. I'm 2-0 so far in the tournament, and I'm going to give him a call and see how he's doing, because he's actually 0-2. Super rare. Let's see if he picks up. You can hear my video playing.
Yo.
Hey buddy, how you doing over there?
I'm hanging in there.
That was a super good game.
Yeah, that was great. The ending kind of sucked. I threw at that guy in the corner who was covered a couple of times.
Yeah, the one, I want to play for you my reaction on the second down play. I can't believe it wasn't picked. But like my reaction was just like insane. I really thought that I picked that ball off and like the game was over.
Yeah, and then on the next play, on third down, I totally had a guy.
He was there, yeah. Yeah, he was there. That would have been a touchdown. I mean, like, you're trying to squeeze it in a window there, but that's either a touchdown or incompletion. Those are, good throws, so.
Right. Yeah, I just threw it too hard.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Combined, we were 2 for 15 on third down.
Yeah.
And 6 for 8 on fourth down.
Yeah, man, when the game's on the line. I mean, 4th and 22. That was killer for you.
Yeah. God, you do that to me so much. That's one of those things that's, I'm hoping it hasn't carried over from the last game, but you would do that all the time. Yeah, like 3rd and 25s, 4th and 20s.
Hey, man, that's 4 verts. You know that. You got to cover that. I didn't feel too bad because you got third out of the gate in the second half. I had a big sack on you on second down, and then on third down you picked up 21 yards of a needed 22. When I should, I mean, if you get somebody in 3rd and long and you don't get them off the field, like that's a total failing on your part.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get sacked on 3rd down, but I mean, for that to happen, that was just inexcusable. But it was a really close 4th down play because you threw a screen, and I actually made a really good open field tackle, and it was like right at the line.
I know, that was really close. And you know what? I could barely fucking see it because that was one of the plays where, I don't know if you just saw my text, but I'm sure I'm the only one that this happens to, but I'll accidentally click the left analog stick when I snap the ball.
And you go lock on the quarterback?
Yeah, it locks onto the QB.
Is it different? Is it a different view?
What? Sorry, what was that?
When you lock on the QB, is it a different view?
Yeah, it totally lowers it and zooms in on him, and it's you can't see shit.
That's so stupid. Why would they make that an option? The whole player lock thing is awful.
Good question. Why even make that a possibility?
I don't know. I hate the whole lock thing. If I'm ever getting killed in a game or if I'm ever up big, you'll see me switch to it just to be I'm kind of bored, or is this going to be of any value? And it's always a big play on the complete other side of the field whenever I switch.
Right.
It's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, and oh man, I hate that. That happened a bunch in that game. And that was one of those plays where it happened, and so I had no control. Although I don't know if I had been controlling the running back, who knows? I may not have gotten it.
Yeah, I mean it was a really close play, but I mean the whole game was good. I mean you kicked a 50-yard field goal, that was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy, and that was on that drive where I had the 2 4th downs. I converted 2 4th and short.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had a sack on 2nd or 3rd down before the field goal that pushed me way back.
Yeah, way back. That was gonna be an easy field goal. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My field goal before half was huge because it changed the whole mentality of the game. Because
totally.
Your next possession out of half is okay, well, at least on 2nd and 3rd down, the possibility of a field goal starts to creep into your mind, whereas you're not just going for the end zone or going for more chunks of the yard. So that was huge to get that. and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the playoff, but only 1 second elapsed when I went 30 yards down the field and spiked it.
Oh, I know, right?
They were pretty generous. Yeah.
Like tons of things. You can like run another play.
I know. Yeah, they were pretty generous on that. But yeah, that was a huge turnaround. And then I was somewhat surprised when you initially were going to punt on the last 4th down before my last possession, but then you did end up going
that was
for
a
it.
mistake. I hit triangle while I was in one of the formations, because you know how if you hit triangle when you're like
Yeah.
the initial thing, it takes your special teams.
Yeah. I was
so it was a mistake.
I was definitely surprised about that. I didn't think that I thought you were going to go for it, and it was pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean, he caught it. He did the whole activate, and then the ball was like hidden, like it fell on the ground behind him. And you would have been able to kneel out the clock at that point had he caught that ball, because I only had 2 timeouts and like a minute 30 left in the game or something.
Oh yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh my god, yeah. Oh god, those are brutal, and that was in such a huge spot.
Yeah. The only thing I kept thinking when I got to overtime and I lost the coin toss was what all the things that you and I were saying when we were watching that Ohio State-Purdue game together, where like if you score a touchdown, like you're in a really good situation. So like the safe thing is to go on defense. That's the safe thing. But if you go on defense and give up a touchdown, you're like your back's really kind of against the wall. And then I got 2 offsides penalties. And 2 or 3. What was crazy is I hadn't really run the ball the whole second half because I was behind in throwing. So I didn't even throw a pass on that 25-yard drive there.
Yep.
It was a good one.
I need to learn how to just. Oh man, that's really annoying with the defensive line thing too. I just need to learn how to like not do it if I'm controlling a lineman.
See, I get no pressure when I'm on the defensive line, and if I ever try to jump the snap, or at least what I think is jump the snap, my guy gets pinned on the ground. So like I just like kind of like hang back and like almost spy it.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing. Like when you're playing it online, there's a lag, so you can't fucking jump the snap.
Yeah.
If you actually do it, you're going to be late or you're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, I mean the only way I've ever jumped the snap is when I've got aggressive, like I did aggressive defensive line, and like the computer does it for you.
I'm not like trying to jump the snap, right? I'm audibling my defensive line to crash the middle. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Now, are you crashing the middle, or are you picking run in the middle? Like are you guessing run middle?
No, I think it says crash middle. I don't know, but
so it's like the shift line, like the spread line, crash middle, crash left, crash right.
Yeah, it's not a shift; it's an audible. It like tells them where to run.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, you know what's really awesome is when somebody's behind and you can do that whole guessing game and you just like keep guessing pass because it's super easy because it's just pass. But what's awful is when you try to guess run because it's absurd. If you guess wrong, it's a touchdown almost.
Yeah.
If you ever guess like crashing left and it's a counter to the right, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, but Red has no idea how to onside or how to fair catch a punt. He's fumbled 3 against me. You mean
hitting triangle?
Yeah, well, that's what I told him. He told me that you told him if you don't do anything, the guy automatically calls a fair catch. And I was like, I don't think that's true. I always circle switch to the guy, press the triangle button.
Oh, yeah, I did tell him I thought I did that, but I guess I shouldn't have said that because I always do it myself too. Yeah,
he dominated the first quarter.
Why would he struggle with that? Isn't it the same in the last game?
That's what I thought, too. I know. I was, like, not having that much sympathy for him.
Okay, yeah.
He dominated the first 7 minutes of our game. I didn't touch the ball. He just did 12 run plays in a row. And then I think, like, the second pass he threw... he missed a field goal. Not a long shot, either. It was only like a 44-yarder. He missed it. I went 3 and out. But then he fumbled his second run play of his second possession. But it was like almost like time was out in the second quarter. So I scored pretty quickly. Then he went 3 and out again. And then with like 14 seconds left, I lined up in goal line offense, but threw a play action pass, and it was an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So that, I went up 14-0, and then I got the ball to start the second half. So that game was pretty much over.
Yeah.
And he had 5 turnovers. The turnovers are what kills you.
With the other 2 picks?
He had 3 picks and 2 fumbles.
Oh, you said 2. Sorry. Okay, so he dropped the punts twice.
Yeah. And then once he threw a pick in the end zone, my cornerback intercepted it. And you know how like when you always catch like a quick slant like as a pick, you're not expecting it, and you try to hit triangle because you're trying to intercept it, but you do a hurdle. You do a hurdle instead because you've got the ball. My guy did a hurdle as soon as he caught it, got leveled in the end zone, fumbled it. Another one of my players picked it up. He gets leveled, fumbled it, and then the guy who originally picked the ball off recovers it in the end zone.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. So, all right. Well, we got 4 down tonight.
Yeah, I'm winless. I'm 0-2. That does not feel good.
I know. I was all ready to put Ohio State in the line, and then when I just won that one overtime, I was like, "There's no way. I won't even be able to focus a little bit."
Yeah, the Godfrey brothers are gonna end the night undefeated 3-0.
3-0. I don't know who it's going to come against, but Red has got to get some wins. But at the same time, I remember one of the like 09, 010 tournaments. He only won 5 times in the first round, and I only won 4. So like, it's not like a couple like if you go 8-8, like you're actually in pretty good situation. You think, So,
yeah.
We will see. Oh, hold on. Let me play this for you really quick. I want to play this is my audio or my video recording of it, of me thinking I picked off that second play.
Are you gonna post it, or what are you gonna do?
I'm going to. I have to get it on my computer, and the video camera I record it with is a little more difficult right now, but I'm going to soon. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, here it is again. Just a little loud. You almost ran out of time on this play. This is like, for you, it's just like a totally botched play, man. I was actually kind of surprised you didn't call your timeout here. Okay, here you go.
In second down, there's only 8 yards between the ball and the end zone. They have to watch the play clock here. He scrambled. Oh my God!
I was pretty disappointed, but anyway, so.
Yeah, that should have been picked off. There's been, I've noticed while we've been playing this game, there's so many balls that really should get intercepted that don't. Which
Yeah.
is funny because there's so many interceptions.
It's really weird.
So bad at throwing.
Yeah, it's really weird that like there's so many picks, but also like a lot of balls that like, yeah, you're right. But you had some really nice, like pretty indefensible throws to the sideline in this game that were just like, I was like, what?
Yeah, I know. It's like, you really like kind of get lucky on those because it's so hard to time them with the lag and everything.
Oh, how about what ended up?
Throw it way in advance and then they end up catching it like way over to the side. It's like, whoa, God, okay.
Yeah. What about what ended up being somewhat of a big play on my last possession before the game, for regulation? You pinned me pretty deep. I think, because I got a holding penalty on the fucking kickoff, which was awful. So like on second or third down, I think it was only second down, but still it was like 2nd and 3. It ended up being a rollout to the right, and like you had like 2 defenders floating over there, and I just kind of like lobbed it over both of them, and the guy caught it like right at the sticks, and then like fell out of bounds, stopped the clock.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. So. All right, man. Well, I work tomorrow from like 10 to 7, but then I am available to get it on, so I will be around.
Okay, I am going to like a beer festival.
Nice.
Thing
Okay.
during the day, so we'll see if I have my wits about me.
Yeah, I accidentally had 4 beers during my games tonight, so.
Yeah, well, you know, I have my substances.
I know, I was gonna, when we had our talk originally, I was gonna ask if we had substance abuse, if we had any NCAA banned substances.
Yeah, I don't want, definitely don't need any investigations over here on camp.
So, alright, man, sounds good. Well, that was awesome. I'm glad we are back up and running.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, man, have a good night.
Alright.